You know, persistence is such an important skill to learn. Hi, this is Lynda Cromar from lyndacromar.com. You know, I have realized that persistence is something that I had to learn. It took me a while to come around to understanding that. I just finished working on a 4-year project. I have been working on my mother's journals, digitizing it. That's voice to text. Of course, it was all handwritten, and there was quite a bit of it. And along with that, I have been working on scanning and cleaning up pictures from the past. Quite a lot of them, if you think about it, a whole person's life, 80 some years of pictures. I have those all now digitized, and that took quite a lot of persistence to create and finish that process. And that is my message today, persistence. Now, how does that relate to you in your business as an entrepreneur, especially if you're doing business online? It is quite a process, actually, to build a business online, network marketing. It is a learning process, quite a lot of learning. In my case, I've been online for close to 4 years, and just now, seeing the results of my efforts. Now, does that mean that is what you are going to get from it? Not necessarily. It always depends on the individual. Let me give you another story to illustrate. My mother raised all 3 of us girls. I have 2 other sisters. Plus, she got married in her late 40s to a man that had 3 young children, one of which is one of my dearest friends and confidants, Lynda. Yes, her name is the same as mine. And the reason why I tell you this is because as I've been reading through her journals all this time, I'm seeing the general story here that she was being physically and mentally abused all through that time that she was married to him. And she really struggled with that. Yet, she did not give up. Her pledge, her personal pledge, to actually raise those 3 children and help them grow to productive adulthood. Now, not all of them succeeded to get to that point, but it was not from her lack of trying to really work with them and help them. Now, how this translates into business is that there are so many people that are out there doing this really, come here and you will get it with one push button and you'll have all the success. Yeah, it doesn't actually really work that way. Anytime you have actually seen someone persist to the point where they build a big fortune, a lasting and sustainable business, is when they have persisted with their personal development to the point where they have built themselves as much as they have built their business. It absolutely has to be that way, just like the quote from Jim Rohn: work harder on yourself than you work on your business. Now, that's not a exact quote, but you get the message. Persisting to build yourself, not just about tools, not just about methods. Those things come and go. But you as a person have to be steady and persistent through the whole process. Now, just as my mother had to be persistent to stay with a not so pleasant relationship in order to raise 3 children to adulthood as she had promised to do, so do we as partners in a business, because we are building not just ourselves, but other people and their dreams, have to be strong and persistent ourselves. What kind of an example do we give someone if we're constantly jumping from one company to another? It just doesn't work that way. Do we change at times? Sometimes we do. But do we make that a regular process that we're doing daily? No, that would not give anybody stability, and it would not help them, would it? Because you will find out real quickly in your business that it is about building other people, not just ourselves. Just as my mother raised 3 children and sacrificed her own happiness for quite a bit of that time, so do we have to do also with our network marketing partners, our distributors. If we can't offer them stability, they have no place to go. And then they're boats without any rudder and wandering around struggling. So that's what I have to share with you today. How can you shore up your own personal needs enough that you can be persistent and steady enough that you can help your team? This is Lynda Cromar from LyndaCromar.com, and I hope you have a most